Are you in this photo?
I am.
I feel like you're off to the right a little bit.
I think we're live. We're good.
We're good. Okay.
Right.
So this is day 2, take 2.
Day 2, take 2. Cheers. I'm Dave.
I'm Lorilei.
Right. Channel's Harleys, Diners, Rides. So we had a bit of just to explain. Well, no, it was just technical difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
So as we had said yesterday, or in a text, when we recorded last night's live video, we were right beside our motorcycle helmets, and we have the Cardo Bold pack communication devices for when we're on the bikes. And unbeknownst to me, I had left them on, and so my phone's connected to the helmet. So even though you got the video, unless
the voice did not work.
The voice didn't work because the microphone was buried inside my helmet. So anyway, that was what happened yesterday. And I see Ron Hannah is here. Hey Ron, how you doing? You were the ones that were watching us do our funky 20...
Can you hear us? Tell us if you can hear us this time.
Yeah, Ron was watching, patiently waiting for volume to happen, and it never did. So where are we today?
Day 2, take 2. Okay, and then watch us later at Dave's for day 3. So apologies for the repeat for those who watched us. We're going to do this in 10 minutes or less. I'm holding Dave accountable.
Okay.
But let me take you through day 2. We left Owen Sound. We went through Wyerton, Sauble Beach, Southampton, Port Elgin, Kincardine, Goderich, and Bayfield. And it was amazing day 2, beautiful all around the beaches. I've never seen anything so blue in Lake Huron. It was phenomenal. So, as we promised, it's after the ride corner, right? Much like Coach's Corner. And I'm gonna share the highlights and the lowlights of the day. So the highlights, which count from our day 1, was Big Papa. So we met at the pub, this wonderful guy and a bunch of his friends who were riding. His name was Big Papa, and he was having fun. His wife was with him. You know, we talked about sturges, we talked about bike rides. And where was he heading to, Dave?
They were heading up to Manitoulin Island. They were going to catch the Chichiman from I forget the word, Tobermory.
Tobermory.
From Tobermory over to Manitoulin Island, they were headed that way.
And so riders always find riders, and they always can keep the good conversation going. So I would have to say the highlights, though, for me was really Lake Huron and Sauble Beach. So Sauble Beach was amazing. We didn't stop because it was super, super busy.
Yeah, and the roads were were sandy, very sandy.
Pure sand,
yeah,
so you had to be really cautious. Notice I'm not saying that's a low light, though, because it was actually quite lovely.
Well, here's a
highlight.
Here's a highlight. Your Aunt Teresa is watching us, right? Hey, Teresa.
Oh, hi, Teresa.
Yeah. Oh, she says Dave's looking really good. Oh, thanks, Teresa. That's great. I know. I did my hair especially for tonight's
for his
session.
video camera, yeah, tonight. And but what was really interesting is when we stopped at Lake Huron, the water is so blue. It's just like being down south. And we stopped, we got off, we took a picture, and this gentleman walked by, the Scottish couple, John and Bernadette. Mm-hmm. Can we take your picture? Certainly. Oh my goodness, that would be lovely. Thank you so much. Next thing you know, we find out we're both from Keswick. We both live on the same street, Medina, and our kids went to school together. I was like, okay, how can that happen? Like, that is unbelievable. They're an amazing couple. They're Scottish, and then we talked a little bit about Scotland and Dave's heritage through his dad. You know, his dad's from Dumfries. So that was definitely the highlights. Anything you want to add from the highlights?
Oh, it's just amazing, you know, it just shows you how small the world is. So here we are, we've already traveled 2 days on a motorcycle, only to stop to take a picture at a random place that really I had no clue was there, because a lot of these roads, I know eastern side of Ontario, but where we are now, down Grand Bend, you know, I've never ridden out here, so this is the first time. Some beautiful highways, you know, and hugging the shoreline, Lake Huron, the blue, you know, it was just fantastic. And then to meet these people that used to live in Keswick on the same street that we live on, was really amazing and really nice people. So anyway, I gave him one of our spam cards, and he says he's going to tune into the channel and catch up with our ride and our videos, which we'll be posting sometime probably in late September, October.
Okay.
But
now
yeah.
on to Low Lights, because again, I want to keep him on task today, and don't give away our day 3, which is happening later at Dave's, right? Dave's Bar.
I thought we were going to do
Day 3 is at Dave's Bar later at 7 p.m.
You heard it here.
So, providing we can do it there at the bar. If not, we'll step outside and do it again. So, as I mentioned to you, there's always a few lowlights with Dave, but on day 2, I was really having to search for what those were. And then miraculously, they came to me. So, day 2.
I have no idea.
First of all, Dave said, after we saw this beautiful beach, I said, oh, how far to the stop, hun? Like, we're going to have lunch. Oh, 15, 20 minutes. 15, 20 minutes passed. And I said, oh, when are we stopping? Oh, in 35 kilometers. Oh, fantastic. And then we get in, you know, the 35 kilometers go by, and I said, oh, Dave goes, oh, it's just another 48 kilometers. So I looked at him and I went, do you know how to tell distance and time? Now the good news is he saved it. It was a big save because we landed at the Bayfield Brewery, which was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Which leads me to my second. You mentioned Bayfield Brewery.
Yeah, Bayfield Brewery. We did a Facebook post.
You did.
Right. Mm-hmm. Great lunch, great service, and staff was great, and the beer was good too. I had a really nice pale ale, and very refreshing. I'll just say this, it was hot. You know, checking the phone, it was 30 degrees, and you know how the weather forecast does it below, it felt like 40. I tell you, I think both Lori and I should have stopped a little bit. You know, if there's an outtake here, we should have stopped a little bit more often to consume fluids, right? Because I felt like at the end of the day, we were both very, very parched and tired from it was a great day, but I think we should have stopped off and had a few more things to drink, right? I think so.
And then I have one more low light.
Lori was very cranky, so she's
cranky at all.
She's gonna tell you the low
No,
lights.
I'm not.
I don't think it's
That's the part of the corner. You got to talk what works and what didn't work.
What kind of corner is this now?
Well, this is after the ride corner.
After the ride corner. I still don't like that name.
It isn't vacation until Dave loses a credit card. So when we went to the Bayfield Brewery, unfortunately, David left or lost from paying for that to on the bike till we stopped for gas. 30 minutes later, we lost a credit card. Now, no worries. We've stopped it. All good, you know. And my joke yesterday was, of course, now Dave's not allowed to spend any money, but of course he produced another few credit cards.
I have two extra credit cards plus a debit card, so there's 3 more cards.
Yeah.
That I can
still spend money.
You know, and we're going to pass a Harley Davidson dealership before we're finished this vacation. I can see one of those cards being used.
And last but not least, of course, it was so fun when you guys listened to us yesterday. And
they didn't listen to us.
Well, that's the point.
They didn't. They watched us.
That's a new low light.
Yeah.
That's the point.
I'm sure one of you guys knows how to read lips, right? You know? But yes.
But long story short, it was very funny. And when we realized later there was no volume, we're like, oh, too funny. Like, how to end the day. Anyways. Yeah. Amazing day 2, take 2, and thank you for listening. You know, day 3 we'll share a little later. Phenomenal day today. Just amazing day. Happy to share it.
Where are we right now?
We're not allowed to tell.
No, this
not allowed to
where
tell.
Are we here right now? Where are we?
In chairs.
But we arrived here yesterday, so we can tell people where we arrived to.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you know where we are?
Yes, go ahead.
What's the name of the...
Go ahead.
So we're at a resort
Go ahead.
in Grand Bend, and it's called the...
Go ahead.
She still doesn't know where we are. This is the great thing about planning a mystery tour for Lori. She misses all of the small little details, and focuses on the
big details.
The big details, yes.
Like keeping my credit card in my wallet.
Like keeping my credit card in the wallet.
Anyhow.
I'm working on that. Yes. So we are staying at the Oakwood Resort in Grand Bend, and it is fantastic. It's a golf course, but it's also got a spa. It's got great atmosphere.
Private beach.
It's
Beautiful
it's
sands
got access
on that
to
Lake Huron. I was saying it's phenomenally beautiful.
So I can't tell you what we did today because Lori's...
That's coming later.
Because it's a mystery tour. Lori has no clue. And she does have a clue. She's very, very smart. But in the sense of where we're going next, she has no clue.
And I'm okay with it. It's great not to plan something.
Yes.
So on that note, I want to keep him light, and meaty. Let's sign off.
Okay.
Go. Your usual. And as I always say.
And as I always say, ride safe, be safe, and we'll see you soon. Probably we have to catch up, so we're gonna do our day 3 recap after we've had some dinner and a few more little adventures around the resort. All right. So, take care, and we'll see you soon. For Harley's Diners Rides, I'm Dave.
And I'm Lorilei.
And we'll see you soon.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thanks again. Take care.